Lisbon earthquake. Saturday the 1st of November 1755, the magnificent city of Lisbon would be in ruins, and tens of thousands of people would be dead. The cause of all this destruction? An apocalypse-class earthquake, the biggest in European history by a huge margin. It released around 10 times more energy than any other earthquake ever recorded in Europe. It shook the very foundations of human society. It literally changed the world. Within a matter of seconds, buildings began to fall, houses folded like sun-dried sandcastles, church domes cracked and collapsed onto terrified congregations, and entire streets disappeared into giant fissures that appeared all over the city. A powerful aftershock hit. Lisbon was shaken to its very core. Lisbon lies on the banks of the huge tidal estuary of the River Tagus. Not long after the earthquake struck, the water of the estuary began to rush towards the ocean, revealing hundreds of meters of riverbed that is never usually exposed. The sight of an entire river disappearing was the equivalent of Moses parting the Red Sea. And so the citizens of Lisbon did what humans have always done when faced with something miraculous. They barged each other out of the way to try and get a better look. Caused by a colossal seafloor shift known as a megathrust earthquake at the epicenter 200 kilometers offshore, which formed tsunami waves 20 meters tall, about the height of a 6-story building, which raced into the city. The destruction they caused was simply unfathomable. Within a matter of hours, Lisbon had been shaken to its foundations and buried by a literal wall of water. Tens of thousands of people were dead. But remarkably enough, the worst was still to come. When the earthquake first struck, the shaking triggered hundreds of small-scale fires. As candles and lanterns were knocked to the ground, these isolated fires soon spread, eventually morphing into a raging firestorm that tore through the city every bit as fast as the tsunami had. Once it got a foothold, the towering inferno was impossible to stop. With rubble clogging the streets and the surviving citizens in disarray, organising any semblance of a proper firefight was just out of the question. The earthquake had been lethal, the tsunami devastating, but neither had claimed as many lives as the fire. It raged for 6 full days, and at its peak it guzzled oxygen so greedily that bystanders are said to have died of asphyxiation at a distance of 30 meters from the flames. This is the story